Maker's Mark, the Keeper's Release. I sure hope I'm wrong about this one. And why do I say that? Because I kind of promised myself that I wouldn't buy any more of the wood finishing series. Not because I don't like them. I have too many of them. I have too many opened, and every time I get a new wood finishing series, I ignore the ones prior to that and start drinking the new one. So what happens after a while? I got a bunch of bottles like this one here, the Heart Release, that I haven't been back to. So what I'm hoping is that this isn't a repeat, that I just keep doing this, and I'm kind of hoping I don't like it. I got a feeling I will. So, anyways, Daniel and Jamie did a video on this, and Daniel said it was his favorite Maker's Mark, and that's all it took for me to go out to a store I knew that they had one, and they're still kind of hard to find. I paid a little bit higher than list price, not essentially so, under $10 higher, and at least the cork didn't stay in the bottle. I've had that happen a few times with Makers. But the Keeper's Release, this is the 2025. They're doing what they're saying, 5 releases. The Heart was release 1 of 5. This is 2 of 5. So I guess every year there'll be a new one, and then Makers will announce that the wood finishing series is finished again, only for it to come back probably the next year, right? It does smell good. So this, I was taking a sip earlier, and I really loved the Heart Release, and that's my problem. There's some bourbons I love too much that I want the next version, and I'm not paying attention to the previous version. I have too many whiskeys, people. I really do. Because I'm not your average drinker that comes home and has a shot of whiskey, a glen of whiskey, a dram of whiskey. I mostly have whiskey to review them. And that's where I get my enjoyment. That's really why I started the channel. I wanted to tell people about what I thought about the whiskeys and bourbons I was buying. And it hasn't changed. In 3 years, it hasn't changed. That's what I enjoy doing. I do enjoy having a good bourbon with friends. But when I come home, do I go to the whiskey vault? No, not usually. I'm making 2 to 3 videos a week, and that's enough for me to experience all the whiskey I need in an environment that I can share with you. So, we read the bottle. Oh, I didn't tell you what the proof was. 109.2. I forget what the Heart Release was. Oh, it's a little higher, 111. And to me, that's perfect. Makers is known for going in with a lower barrel entry proof, and that works for me. It's why I first fell in love with their cask strength, which was like 110. I thought, this is great. This is great. A cask strength that isn't 120, 130 proof. And I still say that to this day. That's what makes Makers special. They don't try to go in with the proofiest bourbon. They try to come out with the best bourbon. And they're really not into a single barrel program. Their private selection is more about their staves. A lot of their barrels, the way they rotate them, I don't know you could pick out a single barrel. At least I probably couldn't. But their stave program, where they take 10 different staves, and they're geniuses at that. I mean, I've come up with, or had so many different flavors of private selection, I stopped counting. In fact, I stopped counting the bottles of private selection I have. So let's see what this aroma is like. Now, I don't think it's that much different. No, it's very similar to the Heart Release. Now, the Heart Release was 10 virgin toasted French oak staves. And remember, Maker's Mark A lot of the Maker's Mark is about the stave selection, a lot of what you see. This is 10 virgin toasted American oak. So the other one was French oak. This is American oak. Interesting. I remember that the BEP, the 2023 wood finishing series, was also American oak. I'm not sure if it was toasted. You know, all barrels are charred, but toasting's a different process. Very similar though. Although this got it's got a little more mocha to it now that I think about it. Yeah, that's got a little bit more mocha with that French oak. Cheers. And more spice on the front than the Heart Release. This is definitely a spicier bomb. Wow, get a little pepper on the front. It's got sweetness going on. Molasses, brown sugar, heavy on the vanilla, baking spices there, bolder than the Heart Release. That is good. Definitely more spice going on in here. Not quite as smooth. Now, this one has just been opened, so that could be some of it or a lot of it. Let's go back to the Heart Release. This is my maker's glass that they gave me for one of the releases that they did with Sprayberry Bottle Shop. Had a release party and I went to it and got this nice maker's. I'm not sure what this is. That Bourbon Trail glass, I think. This is actually an easier sip. The Heart Release is an easier sipper. I'll tell you that right off the bat. It is a little smoother. Has been open a while, and that could be all of it. A lot more pepper on the front there. Definitely a spice bomb compared to the Heart Release. I would say the Heart Release is just slightly sweeter too. So for me, if I had to, if it was in a blind, I don't really have a favorite other than I do like the Heart Release. But I think if I put it in a blind, I'd be able to tell them apart, and I might favor the Heart Release just because I like that little more smoothness, and it's just slightly higher proof. But yeah, this has definitely got a lot more pepper going on for it, a lot more spice. Not quite as sweet, but it is still a very good Maker's Mark. In fact, it's funny. I like the BEP, but after a while I stopped going back to it, not because of another one coming out. I just didn't think it was that special over some of the private selections I had. Some of the store picks I've gotten from people like Sprayberry Bottle Shop. These two, though, these are, to me, above and beyond a lot of the private selections that I've had over the last few years. They really are making bourbons available that normally you'd have to get a store pick, a particular stave combination. Someone said, oh, I like this one, let's go with that. They are coming up with some fabulous stave combinations that are really good in my glass. I mean, these two, they're like cousins more than they are brothers in the taste, in the finish. Both of them are marvelous, and both of them, if you can get them for under $80, I tell you they're a definite buy. I say I probably favor the Heart Release a little better because of the smoothness and sweetness, but come back 2 weeks from now, as with a lot of bourbons, this will change. This could become my new wood finishing favorite. Yeah, that's a spice bomb. So there you have it. My review of the Keeper's Release. It's good. It's spicy. Just a hair on the sweet side. Both of them. If you found either one of them, if you found both of them, I'd buy both of them. They're that good. I think they're that good of a value. They're the perfect proof. I think there's, I don't know how they're going to get better on 3, 4, and 5, but so far they're batting 1,000. So we hope you will like this video, comment, and share. And if do you have the Keeper's Release and the Heart Release? Which one is your favorite? Right now, I'm kind of leaning towards the Heart Release. So as always, please drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and we'll see you next time.